Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today's video is part of the Hello Summer Open playlist. I will have more on that in just a bit. DIY number 1. I have some of this beautiful paper that I get from Amazon. It's the Stamperia, and I will have that linked in my Amazon store down below. And I have these 4x4 picture frames from the Dollar Tree. They kind of looked like driftwood to me, sort of. So I went with it. So anyways, I'm taking the glass out and I just traced the glass and cut it. And then I put the paper in before I put the glass because I'm going to be hot gluing something on it and I didn't want to hot glue it onto the glass. So now I'm taking some of the new paints from Waverly and some oldies but goodies. So I have Night Sky, Dusk, and that Sandstorm, which are new. And then I have Pool and Plaster that I'll be using as well. So I'm taking a paintbrush, and at first I started with the Pool, but then I changed my mind and started with the darker Night Sky. So all I'm doing is I'm taking a paintbrush and I am just pouncing around the area that I want to paint. So and I'm going to do this for all of the picture frames. So I'm just kind of making, I don't know, just some random shapes, not really any rhyme or reason. And I'm gonna go around the entire frame. Now, I was going to make you watch through an entire frame, but I think that's an awful lot to ask from you guys. So I'm going to kind of just break it up and show you the different shades that I use. So I'm going to take my heat gun once I get that color done, and I'm just going to dry it all so that I can go on to the next color. And of course, because I started with that Pool color, I'm just going to go around that color with this Night Sky before I move on to the Dusk color. And now I'm going to take Dusk and I am going to go around the darker blue, the Night Sky. And I'm going to kind of blend it together a little bit. It comes out beautiful, trust me. But anyways, so I'm going around all of these dark blue with the Dusk before I move on to the Pool. And then again, I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to dry that so that, because I don't want the colors to mix together because it'll lighten them or darken them, and that's not what I want to accomplish. So by drying it, I'm preventing that from happening. And now I'm going to take the Pool color and I am, you guessed it, going to go around everywhere on the outside of the Dusk color. And I got to tell you guys, this Night Sky and Dusk, the video it doesn't do it justice. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. They're definitely in my top 5 favorite colors at this point. And now I have the Pool all around the outside of the Dusk, and I'm going to once again take the heat gun and just dry everything up before I move on to the next step. Now I'm going to take some plaster and some of the sandstone and then just some of the pool and this little chippy brush thing from the Dollar Tree. I love these things for kind of distressing. So I'm going over everything very lightly with the pool, and then I'm going to take some of the the sandstone and then some of the plaster, or maybe I did it the other way around. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm just dry brushing the whole frame with these 3 colors. And that's it as far as this part of the project. I gotta tell you guys, this entire project took me like 3.5 hours. It was actually 3 hours and 42 minutes from start to finish. So it was a very long project, but I absolutely love the way it came out. So now I have these letters that I also got on Amazon, and they will be in my storefront as well. And I have the elephant gray Arteza paint pen, and I am just coloring all of the letters. Then I got this picture from the Michaels grab bag. It was like $5, and it had a couple of different pictures with it. So I coated it with 2 coats of the sandstone, and you can see some of the wording, but it's not a big deal. You won't in the end. So now I'm just going to hot glue all of the letters in place where I want them. And it's actually going to read Sea to Shining Sea. Now I'm going to take one of these anchors that comes like, I don't know, 5 in a pack from Dollar Tree, and I covered it with the night sky. Now I'm taking one of the sand dollars and I'm hot gluing that to one of the frames, and then the starfish to another frame. And then I believe I take, I take one of the shells that I actually purchased at one of our drugstores. They had like a basket of shells for like $5. So I got that, but I'm just going to hot glue this shell right to the 3rd frame, and then the anchor will go in the 4th frame. Then I'm going to take the night sky, the pool, and the plaster, and I'm doing a dry brushing all over this, the picture that I got from Michaels. I don't know, I just dry brushed all 3 of the different colors until I liked the way it looked. I just kept layering and layering and going back and touching things up until I liked the way it looked. Now I'm going to take these 4 frames and I'm just setting them onto this larger picture, and I'm going to hot glue them right into place. And I do like 2 and 2 so that you can read the Sea to Shining Sea back and forth. You'll see in just a second. And then once everything is glued down, I am going to take some of this ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was 50% off. I absolutely love all this ribbon. I think I'm going to go get another roll of each just to have it. So anyways, I took the blue one and I cut it the length I wanted, and then I took the striped one, cut it a little bit shorter, and then the starfish one even a little bit shorter than the striped one. Then I'm just going to line everything up and find the center and then make the bows, or the bow part, as long as I want, to make it fit and look nice. And then I'm going to make that awareness ribbon and pinch it in the center. You know the drill. Take some of the twine and tie it right in the center. And then I'm going to dovetail all of the ends, and I am making them kind of staggered, as you can see here, so that you can actually see all of the different ribbons. And then it's just a matter of fluffing everything up and positioning everything the way you want it. And then just, oh yeah, that's right. I did take another small piece of the blue and wrapped it around the center just to hide the twine. I love the twine. I think it's really pretty. It's that like tan and natural color from Dollar Tree. I really, really like it, but I just don't want it showing. So on this particular, or usually most bows, but anyway, yeah, so I'm just going to cover that up, and then once that's done, I'm just going to hot glue it to the top right hand side of the picture. And then I'm sure any of you who know me enough, have watched me enough, know I'm going to tack the tails down. Why, people? Because I don't want them flopping around. I didn't want them to cover the shells, like the sand dollar and the shells and the words. So I just decided to tack everything down. But I mean, let's be honest, I typically do that anyway. And then that's it. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this thing. I love it so, so much. Let me know what you guys think. As I said earlier, this video is part of the Hello Summer Open playlist, which is hosted by Tammy from the Rusted Willow and Ellie from DIY from House to Home. And their special guest host this month is C from CeeJ DIY. I love these ladies so, so much. Not only are they super talented, but they're just the sweetest you'll ever meet. I will have all of their links as well as the playlist in my description box down below. Go see them, show them some love, and let them know I sent you. DIY number 2. I have this silver wreath form that I got at the Dollar Tree, and one of these anchors that I had from last year, and some of this ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I know I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again, so get ready. Okay. I absolutely love this ribbon. It's so beautiful, such great quality. I love it. So anyway, I am going to take this blue ribbon and I am going to wrap the entire wreath form with it. And then once I get to the end, I'm just going to hot glue the back of the wreath, obviously. And then I'm just going to snip off the excess. Then I took this anchor and I'm just going to take the hanger and the little piece that goes around the neck. I don't know if there's a technical name for it, but anyway, I'm just going to take all of that off because I'm going to replace it with something else. And I did take the tag off. So now I'm going to take this rope. This is gorgeous too. I also got this at Hobby Lobby. It's so thick. It's much more it's more firm than the Dollar Tree stuff. Anyway, I just hot glued just a small section on the back of the anchor, and now I'm just kind of wrapping it around the whole thing. I kind of went a little crazy over there. I just didn't want it to wrap around that arm, so I just went around the neck of it, and that's where I decided to stop it. So I am just going to take it, and I just wrapped or cut a little piece off the back so that I was able to kind of tuck it inside a couple of the wraps of the ribbon. And then I just put a bunch of hot glue in there just to kind of secure it in place. And then I just lifted up the bottom and I put some of the hot glue on the rope itself to secure it into place on the wreath itself. Then I am going to take some more of that rope and I'm just going to cut off a length so that I am able to tie a knot in it. And I'm thinking that's going to be the hanger. I didn't put another hanger on, so I'm hoping it'll work. But I think you could also put it in one of those like picture stands or book holder things. And I think, just kind of lay it to the side. And I think that would look really nice as well. Then I just took some of that striped ribbon and the ribbon with the starfish, and I'm just going to make a bow. I just cut a length and then do the same thing, the awareness ribbon, pinch it in the center, and then wrap some twine around it. And then, like the rest of the bows I make, I'm just going to dovetail the ends, and I do stagger them so that you can see both ribbons on the tails. And then again, I'm just taking a piece that I cut off, and I'm just going to I fold it in thirds, and then I'm going to wrap it around the center of the bow to hide the twine. And then I'm going to hot glue it to just above the rope, in between. You can see. I don't know why I try to explain it to you when it's right there. But anyway, and then of course I'm going to tack the tails. Now I wanted to kind of give it a little play. So I lifted the tails up a little bit because I wanted to form them, as you'll see in just a second. Then I'm just going to fluff them, and I do separate them so that you can see both of the ribbons. Then I'm going to take some shells that I got at some of our local beaches, and I'm just going to place them. Okay, so the 3 bigger shells are from our local beaches. The tiny ones that are going to go at the bottom of the anchor in a second, those I bought from Amazon. They came in like a 500 pack, like a little container. So super cute and really inexpensive. They will be in my storefront as well if you're interested. And that's it for this one. I am so in love with this thing. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. I don't know about you guys, but I will never get sick of coastal and nautical decor. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you tired of it yet? I wanted to let you guys know that I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I will have all of those links in my description box down below. Come on over and say hi. I'd love to hear from you. DIY number 3. So I have this sign that I got from Dollar Tree at Easter time, and I am going to fight with the paper that's on this for quite a while, but I'm not going to make you watch it. I wasn't able to get it all off, so I flipped it over, and I'm just taking the hanger off and all of the staples, and then and then I'm going to take my finger sander and just sand down where the holes were. And then I am taking this sandstone color. It's a chalk paint from Waverly. It's gorgeous. And I am giving this sign 2 coats. And then I put that aside to dry, and I'm taking 3 of these squares. They come in a pack of 6, I believe, from Crafter Square. And I'm going to take some more of this dusk colored chalk paint from Waverly, and I gave it just 1 coat. Gave all 3 of them just 1 coat, and then I couldn't hold on to it, but I don't know if you guys noticed that or if I just drew attention to myself, but hey, whatever. So anyway, I'm taking the paintbrush and I'm just going over these squares, just doing a little bit of a dry brush, and then wherever I got a little heavy-handed, I am just going to cover it back up with more of this dusk color. Oh my goodness, try to say that. And I don't know why I showed myself drying it, but I did. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, Tammy, get serious here. Okay, so I have this wheel that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's metal, so I don't know why I showed you that when I did, but I did. So there you go. Now you know. So I took my tape measure and I just wanted to find center, and then I'm going to just kind of lay everything out so that I know where everything is going to be. And then I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to glue the 3 squares to the sign. And then I am going to take some of the E6000 and I'm just going to put a few dots all around this wheel and glue it to the sign. And I do end up taking some clamps just to keep it in the right spot. And I end up leaving it, honestly, I end up leaving it overnight, but I really don't think you need to do that. Then I'm going to take these letters that I cut out using my Cricut, and I'm going to add them to the squares. Anybody have any guesses what I'm going to write? I am so original. Like, I can't. Who would have thought anybody would write home on this? I don't know. Just saying. I think I'm a trendsetter. I don't know. All right, sorry. I'll get serious now. Anyway, I didn't need to use the transfer tape because the letters are so big. So here you go. So I thought it was kind of plain. So off camera, I did add some of that like glittery coral stuff and a few shells just to dress it up a little bit. But I think it came out super cute. What do you guys think? I want to thank Tammy and Ellie and C for hosting this amazing playlist. I loved this. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. If you're new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time.